Hello everyone, this is Luna. I am going to be showing the snow globe home from ESO's playtest server today. I had finished decorating it a little while ago, but I kept putting off making a video because I've been really busy and I wanted to do some video effects and record commentary as a separate track, stuff like that. But I just haven't had a chance, and I'm worried that if I keep putting it off, the server will be wiped before I get a chance to. So I'm just going to do a quick and dirty tour of how I decorated it. I wasn't able to decorate it the way I really wanted to, just because the European server is loaded right now on the playtest server, and I play on the North American server. So what I really wanted to do was decorate a really awesome, wizard tower, kind of going for maybe a Frostcrag 2.0, if any of you are familiar with that player home from the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. But all of my clockwork furnishings and luxury furnishings and cool stuff like that are on the North American server. So they're not loaded. I decided to go ahead and decorate it anyways, with access to the furnishings I had available. And so the home I was going for is an isolated home in the Gerald Mountains in northern Cyrodiil. In Oblivion, I freaking love the Gerald Mountains. I just loved them. It's so scenic up there. It's so beautiful. If I was going to have a winter home, that is where I would put it, with the snow and everything. And I really liked I didn't like... Okay, I loved the idea of Frostcrag in Oblivion. I loved where it was located. It's a beautiful location, just far enough for Bruma that it seems remote, but not so far that it's inconvenient, And I like the idea of a wizard tower. I almost always play a mage in Oblivion. But it was so cold and not cozy, and just... Where's the kitchen? Frostcrag had no kitchen. I just... what a disappointment. Had so much potential. Was squandered. Anyways. So, this, I'm kind of imagining it's in a similar location in the Gerald Mountains of Cyrodiil. Maybe in a valley somewhere, a little bit isolated. So, the idea behind this is a self-sufficient home that has everything it would need for its resident to be self-sufficient and cozy in the wintertime. So let's get started. I went ahead and replaced the default well they had that comes with the unfurnished home. It's a very pretty imperial style well, but in snowy weather, I'm gonna want a well that's covered. So I replaced it with the Redguard one. I think it looks nice. Over here, I've converted this shed, and the shed comes with the home. It's persistent shed structure. And I made it into a stables. Look at this, with the Merkmeyer walls. Look at my horse babies. Look at how snug they are in their little stables. Hi guys. Hi. Alright, so I've got a covered wagon and hay for them, and they've got a little water trough. They are good to go. Okay. Over here, I didn't really know what to do with the outside. It's because it's very beautiful, but I've spent most of my item slots on the indoors, so this is kind of just a little winter garden. As you can see, I didn't just use the new snowy pine trees and firs. I went ahead and used the, what are they called? The petrified trees from Cold Harbor. And those could be bought with gold. As far as I know, the snowy pine and evergreen trees are Crown Store only. So on the live server, that could get pretty expensive. But these Cold Harbor trees, these petrified trees, some of them are expensive. But in general, you can buy them with gold. And you can just buy them in Cold Harbor in the Hollow City. And I put some lanterns in them. I also decorated with these snowmen They're part of the holiday New Life furnishing pack. That hasn't gone live yet, but it's here on the playtest server. And these are deadwood logs from Glenumbra. You can buy those with gold as well. And these are barberry bushes. You can buy them with gold as well in Deshawn. Maybe Ebonheart too? Definitely Deshawn. And I have them here because they reminded me of the snowberry bushes from Skyrim. You know, they have a nice pop of color. So I'm pretending those are berries. You can't convince me otherwise. And it seems a little odd. Seems a little odd for a lighthouse to be in the middle of a snowy place, but hey, you know, logic. We're pretending it's not a lighthouse over here. And so over here I've got plenty of wood since it's, you know, cold outside. Firewood's going to be really important to stay warm. So I burned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, at least 15 item slots on firewood. And over here is a place for dressing game, because I'm not going to do that inside. And of course that's game is tied to another petrified tree from Cold Harbor. Look at this cute little wreath. That's also from the New Life Festival Furnishing Pack. It's going to be a Crown Store exclusive as usual. So this is the inside of the home. You can kind of see in the distance a ladder up to the loft, and the parlor in front of us, a dining area to our left, kitchen to our right. Kitchen was fun. I felt like I needed to put a large kitchen in this house because, you know, we're isolated. There needs to be plenty of storage for anything you might need to prepare food. So lots of clothes storage, places for food, dishes, cookware, supplies, sweets, you know, the essentials. Yeah, I think it came out pretty nice. I used the Breton cabinets as cabinets, and I used the High Elf bar shelves and counters as my kitchen counters. They're pretty inexpensive to make and buy and find, so if you've seen my other housing videos, you'll notice I use them a lot. I just like the aesthetic, and you can't beat cheap, right? And here's where we put our coats by the door. I made it out of 2 Induro block shelves. I think it came out pretty cute. Here's our dining area. It's set for 2 right now, but I actually have 2 more chairs for it. So we can add more seating, and actually if you pull the table out and take the chairs from the cellar, we can sit up to 6. So we're ready for a party over here. Definitely. And down here, here's the parlor. I put those Walu bookshelves on either side of the fireplace because I just love how it looks. Whoop, I'm not punching anybody. I like the way the monster busts look on top of the shelves too. So, as you can see, lots of little knickknacks. And of course my favorite, more closed storage. You know, we're here by ourselves. We need to have enough room to store everything we might need. So look at this cool hearth. I had to put a rough stage over here, this little wooden step here, because otherwise you'd have to like hop onto the hearth. And this makes it much easier to just walk because we can use, look at this. Yes, it's a cooking station. A fireplace cooking station, finally. Yes. It's available separately as a cooking station in a Crown store, but it's also part of the New Life Festival Furnishing Pack, and it's probably going to be the less expensive method of obtaining it. rather than buying it separately. I mean, let's see, but there's a lot of good stuff in that pack, so I bet it's going to be a value. I'll probably end up buying 2 of them. Look at that shit. You can, like, make a freaking fishy stick. Congrats. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Cooking station. Finally a real one. Alright. So, here's my cozy little parlor. As usual, I have stuck a stick of Indorel incense into a mug for hot tea or hot chocolate. I just find it gives a nice cozy ambiance. Oh, got the music box here. This is cool. This is available in the Crown store right now. I think it's 800 crowns. Really reasonable. I was expecting it to be something ridiculous, but it's actually very affordable. 800 crowns is not bad for this used ironing board. And this is where we do the laundry. Here's those extra chairs I was talking about that match the dining room table. Over here is the bathroom. Bathroom meaning we bathe here. I don't have the cool interactable hollow one because that's a master merchant recipe. So this is just the one from the Crown store. We'll just have to imagine it has a nice steamy water in it. I've got a brazier here for heating up water, buckets, and cauldron for heating up water, putting the water in the tub, all that stuff. So I'll have everything you need to take a bath. We've got towels, bath oil, soaps, that sort of thing. Lantern in here with a glow, and I put these tapestries in here for insulation because, I mean, with it that cold out and snow, that cold stone's just gonna like sap all the heat out of the room. So no, we needed to put some wall hangings up. And the nice thing about having the bathing area right next to the laundry area is that if I need to wash tapestries, quilts, or bedding, I can just do it in the bathtub when I'm not bathing myself, right? Very convenient. This is the stuff I think about, obviously. Still feel like that's really clever, though. Up here is the tower of the lighthouse. I could not put anything up here because, at least nothing interactable, because it's too close of quarters to put anything interactable up here. If you try to put a crafting station, anything you need to interact with, it's just too close. The pillars are too close, which is unfortunate. I really think this would be an awesome observation tower. Still gonna give a go at it when I get a chance on the North American server. But it's such a shame that we can't remove the mirror and this brazier here because, I mean, who is gonna actually RP this as a lighthouse? Okay, and maybe someone would. But generally, we're gonna want to use this as a tower. Like, this is a cool tower. It just seems silly to me to not be able to remove it. Why is it fixed? We could put some cool observation stations, crafting stations, you know, a table or something up here. We could move this. But anyways, moving right along. Turn this off. It's a very lovely music box. It's also very loud. Alright, so next on our tour, let's do the loft first. Up here in the loft, I'm using it as a storage area. There's some extra pelts and crates for storage. supplies or out of season clothes, I'm sure. Over here's another, well, we haven't looked at any of them yet, but here's a sleeping area. I have included some guest beds in the home, but I guess this is just extra in case there's not enough room for everyone, or if someone really just wants to sleep in the loft. So, it was neat that this had a loft. And the loft actually comes with the house. I just extended it out with those rough boards. Rough platforms, rather. So, and then I put one of these Merkmeyer ladders up here. Might as well make use of that space, you know? So here is my sewing room. I mean, I've also put the jewelry crafting station here, but I don't really think it suits the aesthetic at all. I just wanted one of each crafting station in here, so I could say there's one of each crafting station. But I feel like, personally, it looks cluttered to me. But this is the sewing area. We've got wardrobes full of sewing projects and fabrics. We have a mirror for trying things on. This Telvanni nightstand is full of fabric. You can see we've squished some fabric in there. And our outfit station here. I also have a bed here. That's an extra bed for a guest, but it's not the guest room. Guest room's what we're looking at next. This is more like a day bed. Extra bedding if need be, but otherwise it's a couch. So, this is the guest room. There's a door out to the balcony, but like, it's cold outside, man. Like, this house has too many doors for being a cold weather home. But anyways, this is the guest room. There's a cute little plant in here. This is one of the new Merkmeyer plants. Isn't it beautiful? It looks so great and fits so perfectly in that Breton urn. So, I was sort of thinking, like, since this house is isolated, like, oh, if someone's injured or they're stuck in the snow and they need to be rescued or something, you know, really dramatic like that, you know, they could recover in the guest room. And then the house's resident could, if need be, instead of spending the night in their bedroom, they could sleep on the day bed and keep an eye on them while still giving them privacy. As you can see, I've used the Nord single Nord beds for both of the guest beds because they are my favorite. There's just something about this bed that looks so cozy. I mean, look at that quilt. It's so fluffy. Those pillows, they're so fluffy. And the colors, such a warm, inviting palette, like that orange and cream. It just looks really soft and inviting. I really wish there was a double bed version, but there isn't, unfortunately, so I always just put two of the single beds together. It would be nice if we had a full-size bed, though, eventually, because then I would save an item slot. Alright. So, here's the dining room and the kitchen again. And now we're going to go into the cellar. So, the cellar I've made into a library because, of course, I made it into a library. You know, a girl's gotta have books, and you've gotta have space for your books. So it's a library. These are the Alanor Mastervit furnishing pieces. You can buy them from the Mastervit furnisher. Master Rollis, I think is his name. And so I put these on the walls here. There's more shelving. And I use the alien bookshelves over here because I feel like they look like built-in bookshelves, right? Because they're a similar color to the stone. They're white, you know. Here I've got a desk for paperwork and research, that sort of thing. And this is the new hearth item that comes with the new Life Festival pack. I believe you can also buy it separately from the Crown store, but it's like a gold level furnishings. I bet it's gonna be really expensive to buy separately. So that New Life Festival furnishing pack seems like a better and better value. It just comes with so many cool things in it. So I've used this fireplace hearth to add a fireplace down here. Doesn't it look cozy? And then I've got the Eleanor, tools, fireplace tools, and everything. Plenty of firewood, of course. Tapestries on the wall for insulation, all that good stuff. Oh, and again, my hot cup of cocoa. Over here is the enchanting and alchemy stations. As you can see, I've used these beautiful Merkmeyer lamps. Aren't they gorgeous? They are so beautiful. I really hope I loot these on the live server. I will just use them everywhere. They're beautiful. They really are, and they provide a lot of light. So let's turn these off. Look how much light they provide. They're just gorgeous and a good value. And so I didn't have all my cool luxury furnishing stuff for alchemy, so I kind of made do with what I had. I think it turned out pretty good though. Cool alchemy station. I like to think about how it's going to look when I place my crafting stations, just so, because I'm placing my crafting stations to use them, I would like for them to have a pretty view and be aesthetically pleasing. I keep saying that word, but it's true. Aesthetics are pretty important to me. So over here is my cellar proper. Well, a really big storage closet / pantry. I've got food in here, tools, pelts, a stool, lanterns, random stuff, dried herbs, more storage. And these are the Merkmeyer stone bookshelves. I kind of feel like shelving with supplies makes more sense, but I was out of items. Out of items lots, so these were convenient. They make the place look full, and they look like they're built-in shelves again. So, and these are the orc cabinets I'm using as wall cabinets. They're so versatile. I really like those. Oh, and so I've blocked off this closet. I've made this into a closet because this was an alcove in the cellar. I blocked them off with the red guard fence. Let me show you. To make more rooms. It's this one here. I mean, you have to use a lot of them because you've got this gold piece, so you've got to cover it, and they're kind of short. But they still work really well with this home. I tried using the Eleanor ones, but they were too bright a white. This one's more cream colored, and it looks better, I think. More neutral. So here is the master bedroom. It's pretty small, but I mean, she's got the whole house to herself. So does she really need like a huge suite just for sleeping? No, she doesn't. Besides, small and cozy is better, especially when it's cold. So I use the warm and snug orc bed. A little vanity. Oh, and here is the hearth again. I'll show you which one that is. Comes in this furnishing pack. New Life Festival. And it's Winter Festival hearth, this one. Pretty convenient. And this is the hearth fire. This is the cooking station one. Pretty sweet, but it comes with all of its other cool stuff. And garlands and wreaths, and a little Christmas tree. Sorry, New Life festive fur, and a lore book. So it's a really great value. Honestly, I'll probably buy at least one. Probably two, just because the value for the decorations and then the crafting station and this hearth. Yeah, I'm gonna buy at least two. Yeah, so it looks really good in here. And I've got, you know, the Eleanor fireplace tools again. I'm so glad they added these. They just really add a little bit extra, you know, authenticity. So I'm happy they added that furnishing. And I've got my firewood, nice cozy reading chair. And I'm using the wood elf bedding, the cheapest one, as a rug here. Let's see here. Sweet bedding, wood elf bedding scattered. This is the one. So I've turned it upside down to use it as a rug. See? So, looks pretty good. This, I think it's a crown store rug. And again, I use the Alien library shelves, or bookshelves rather, because they look like built-in bookshelves. You know, it's pretty seamless looking. I like it. And of course, again, plenty of clothes storage. So, nice and cozy. So about at the end of our tour, I just have to show my outdoor crafting area. Again, like our millionth door. This house is probably so drafty. There's no reason to have so many doors. Anyways, so I made this really cool little fireplace. Now the fire pit is from the Crown store, but these can be bought in Eleanor in Somerset for gold. And, I just bought them from the Crown store for convenience. Let's see here. The limestone retaining walls. Limestone retaining walls. Make a good fireplace. Got the blacksmith station. Gotta get that nice view when you're crafting. I mean, if you're gonna look at it anyways, it ought to look nice. The woodworking station. And our clothier station. So we've got one of each station in this house. I feel like I integrated them rather seamlessly. Everything makes sense. It's practical. Well, except for the jewelry crafting station. I just kind of stuck that there. But I feel like everything else looks pretty seamless. Right? So this is a really cute home. And it's fun to decorate. I can't wait to see how everyone else decorates it. I can't wait to try my hand at it for like a really cool mystic wizard tower. You know, cold on the outside with like crystals and really neat maybe clockwork crafting stations on the inside, or an observation tower up top. It really is a very lovely home. So thank you for listening to me mumble on and ramble. Thank you for watching, and if you've decorated this home, please let me know, because I think it's such a cute home and I want to see how you've decorated it. It's pretty versatile. Where did you put your kitchen? Like, I struggled with where to put the kitchen for the longest time and ended up putting it by the door. But I want to know where you guys put the kitchen. Did you use the cellar as a bedroom? I don't know. Like, I would love to see. Did you decide to go with a wizard theme, or did you go with like Hunter's Lodge or a cozy Christmas cottage? Let me know. Link me in the comments if you decorated it. I want to see. Thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a wonderful winter season.